Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. We are going to get into finally an update on what happened when I went to my PCP and what she said, and will I be starting back on Zepbound anytime soon? We're going to get into all the things, so let's get into it.
Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss ex-strippers.
Hey, if you are new here, come here. Give you a virtual hug. Welcome. If you're not new, thank you for tuning back in. My name is Keisha. I have been sharing my GLP-1 journey here for some time now. Okay, it's been some time. First of all, we got to pause for the cause. Do I look different? What's different? Get into the new hair. I did a post on the community tab and you guys have flooded me with like so many good reactions and comments and stuff like that, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I might do a separate vlog about why I changed my hair, the process, all the things, but I am obsessed. Okay, I'm so obsessed. We'll get into that in another video. That's not why you're here. You're here because I've been sharing my GLP-1 journey. This is a vlog channel that I do all kinds of lifestyle vlogging, but mostly I've been using it as a video diary to talk about me on GLP-1. Started out on tirzepatide and have been on Zepbound. Towards the end, I have been off for a little over a month now. And if you're not sure why, definitely tune into this video and any of the past videos that are more recent to understand why I stopped. But this is an update that many of you guys have been waiting for after this video because I have been leaving you guys, on a cliffhanger because I had to kind of wait and see what happened when I had my long overdue appointment with my new primary care physician. So I have not had a PCP in some time. Okay, this is a judgment-free zone. Let's get into it. But I'm so excited to be able to start the journey on just an overall healthier lifestyle, making sure that I have someone who is holding me and keeping me accountable with all things regarding my health, because your girl's 37, not getting any younger. Okay, let's take care of ourselves and our bodies and mind and soul and all of those things. So that was very important to me for a while, but this recent scare has made it more prevalent that I needed to have a primary care physician. So that is why we are here today. So went to my new PCP. First of all, she's absolutely positively amazing. Like, I hate going to doctors or dentists or any of the sort and just feeling like number one, like you're just a number. Feeling like you are being rushed through, like they're really only looking at like your chart and not even really paying attention to you as a person, or feeling like they're in the back of their mind, like, oh, only got, 5 minutes with her, so I got to get to the next patient. Like, I did not feel any of that at all. And I told you guys that when I went to the urgent care, after feeling like I had, trouble swallowing and stopped Zepbound and all of those things, that I talked to them and they actually set me up with my new PCP because it was a Cooper. Cooper is the name of the hospital if you're not from the Philadelphia, South Jersey area. But it was a Cooper urgent care. So they set me up with a PCP that is obviously a Cooper PCP, primary care physician. So I asked them specifically, I was like, I really want someone who is a person of color. I didn't know if they had anything to be able to tell, who they are, what they look like, all of those things. Didn't really care if it was a man or a woman. Obviously would have preferred a woman just because then, really in all ways, she's more like me, but set me up with an amazing PCP who is a Black woman. So I'm trying to think, from what I can remember, unless it was maybe when I was a child, that I've ever had a Black physician, even when it comes to like my OB, when it comes to my dentist, when it comes to any other kind of doctors. I've never had anyone who has looked like me. So this is like really, really important to me because, as we talked about in the past, when it comes to disparities disparities in the medical community, Black women suffer more, especially when it comes to being treated like, our complaints or symptoms or pains aren't valid or any of the things. But We're not going to get into that. I talked about that in another video. So we're going to get into what she said. So the appointment went really well. We talked about all the things. She asked me why I was here. You know, we talked a little bit about my history, talked about obviously being on the GLP-1. Why I was there specifically was to kind of just see what was going on with my throat and if there was anything that was like a cause for concern, if I could start back up, and all the things. So after kind of going through like some of my symptoms, how I was feeling, how I feel now versus how I felt like a month ago, I don't really feel the same sensation as much. I do still feel it occasionally, but definitely not as much, not as strong as I did before. And talking to her about it, she said, you know, obviously, and checking out my throat and all the things. Number one, I obviously do have to get blood work done. So that is something that I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm going to go in the morning after fasting to get some blood work done just so that she can check all the things, not just my thyroid levels, but all the things as I'm establishing a new foundation there with her. And, you know, talking to her about it, having her check me out, she said she's like almost confident that she doesn't think that it's because of the GLP-1 that I was feeling this. She said she was, you know, not concerned, but wanted to rule out a possible infection. Like if there was any, I should have wrote it down and I thought it was going to be in my chart, but I don't see it. But it was some kind of term for the infection, hypo something or other. I'm clearly not a doctor. That could be an infection that's causing like that reflux feeling or something in like the gastro area that could cause that. But she said she also kind of doesn't think that that's what it is because I don't have like any other symptoms. Like I'm not nauseous or, you know, it's not like a burning feeling. It's just like this weird sensation when I swallow sometimes. And I can't even rule out whether it's when I'm full, whether it's when I'm hungry, because I've tried to like kind of pay attention to all of those things to see, hey, do I feel it after I eat? Do I feel it more, you know, on an empty stomach? So it's just very, very strange. And like I said, I feel it way less now. Like it's very sparingly than I did about a month or so ago. So that is a good sign. But either way, we want to, you know, check it out, monitor it, and watch all the things. So she said that she wants to rule that out. There is some kind of testing that you could do with it, that I would drink some kind of drink and blow into some machine to see, I guess, if it is an infection or not. So we'll go back and do that. This will be after the blood work. Obviously, she'll check my blood work. And then if it's something that is still, you know, a cause for concern, then she says she'll set me up with a specialist at like an ENT. So that was kind of what the person at the urgent care said too. But she's just, you know, obviously she would be the one to give me the referral and all the things. So she's saying the same thing. But like I said, good thing is that I feel it way less. I do not feel it as much as, even as strongly as I did in the beginning. So something is working. Maybe it really was the calcium that I was taking. And now that that's kind of like, you know, filtered out of my system, maybe that's why I'm feeling it less. I don't know, but I'm thankful that I do not feel it as, you know, as much as I used to. So she did say, let's get the blood work done. And then after that, I probably can start back on Zepbound, which is the news and the, you know, the thing that I really wanted to hear. So I'm excited about that because I do really still want to lose about 15-ish more pounds at least. But we're going to see after I get the blood work done. So it's almost the holidays. So if you're watching this, happy early Thanksgiving. So I probably won't get that much information from her this week. I'm not sure if they're open on Friday, on Black Friday, but I'm assuming that maybe I'll be able to hear some information as far as like how my blood work looks and maybe set up a new appointment and all of those things. Next week will be like the first week in December. So we will see. So other than that, it was a very good appointment. I'm trying to think if she said anything else regarding that. We're going to do the blood work. We're going to do the test thing. Oh, and I don't know if I updated and told you guys. So I think I talked about it in a video a while ago, which was probably like in the summertime, because I remember talking about it when I was getting ready to go on a trip and I started to feel like this, like, I guess it's like my hip, but almost like, here, let me stand up. It's like this muscle here or whatever this is. I guess that's kind of like my hip or whatever the case is. Like I was like almost like limping, like feeling this weird pain. And I noticed that I was really feeling it a lot more when I was sitting for a long time. And a little backstory about me is I have worked in retail for my whole entire life up until about the last few years. So I was always used to working a job where I was not sitting. I was always standing up, always moving, always on my feet. And now over the last couple years working a job where I'm sitting more and I have a long commute. So I'm sitting in the car for an hour, sitting on the train for an hour, sitting at my desk for hours at a time. Like, I feel like my body is just like, girl, like, we're not used to this. So I don't know if that's what it is, but part of me also was like, could it be because I was losing weight and now putting more pressure on certain areas? And she said that wouldn't be the thing. She said, if anything, it would be better for you, obviously, to have, less weight on certain ligaments and tendons and things like that. But she said that working out could definitely be something that could help it. She said it could be arthritis, which I was like, girl, not arthritis, and I'm not even 40. That's not cool. So that's something that I want to monitor. I do feel, even with that, I do feel less now in the last, I would say, couple months than I did a few months ago. So that's a good thing. I have been trying to, if I feel it come on or feel, that pressure again, making sure that I'm definitely stretching. That's something that I need to do regardless of this or not, like just stretching more throughout the day, especially in the morning and at night. But that was something that I also asked her on my visit, and she said that she, recommended getting an x-ray just to check that area out, and we'll see and go from there. So those are like all of my follow-up steps from this appointment. But other than that, child, it was good. We were talking and kikiing about, restaurants in the area, because she kept saying, she was like, you look so familiar. And I was like, well, first of all, I used to get that all the time. Like, people would be like, oh, you look familiar. Like, you have a familiar face. Like, maybe I just have one of those faces. But now doing content, I'm like, you maybe could have saw my face in a video for something in this area, especially if you live in the, South Jersey, Philly area. So I did tell her that. And then we started talking about like some restaurants that I recommended in the area. And just, it was a very good, personable experience. And it makes me happy to have someone who I feel like, okay, I can check in with now. They're in my corner and all the things. So, I'm thankful for that. Thankful for my Fridays, telehealth, physicians that I've been able to see, but it's obviously more important to see someone who you'll see on a regular basis that can check in on every piece of you, like, from top to bottom, not just when it comes to the GLP-1 journey, but my journey as a person as a whole. So everything went so well with that. I wanted to make sure I updated you guys because y'all have been waiting, as have I, especially since that first video. But also one other thing I wanted to talk about really quickly, because it is almost the holidays, it is almost Thanksgiving. And this is something that our wonderful founder at Fridays, he made a post about it. And I was like, maybe that's something that I'll mention and talk to the people. Let's talk to the people about it, okay? Is going into the holidays, you probably, if you have been on this journey for a while, maybe you started around the same time I did, maybe you've lost 10, 20, 30, 50 pounds. You might be seeing friends and family that you have not seen in some time. And they are going to be like, girl, boy, you got skinny. You look skinny. What's going on? And it's so funny how with family or just people in general, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, if you are, a bigums, and they're gonna be like, you need to lose some weight, you need to drop some pounds, and then you get skinny. Oh my God, are you eating? Oh my God. And I just think that this is so funny. So always remember going into this time of year, as you're ready to see maybe family, friends that you haven't seen in a while, that you are on this journey for you. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe them an explanation. You can tell them as little or as much as you want. If they're asking questions, are you on them shots? Are you on this and the third? You can say, I'm eating less, or I'm on a healthier journey or a healthier lifestyle. Or if it's someone that you feel comfortable with and that you can be open and vulnerable with, then give them all the tea and share with them about your full-on journey if you choose to. But the choice is yours, and that is something to be reminded about, because I know even before this journey, just in the past, when I've been a bigger weight, been smaller, like you get those kind of comments, and sometimes they're backed with love and sometimes they're not. So just wanted to mention that, and stay the course. And I know some of you guys, we've talked about even just sharing it on social media. So you guys have shared with me how you haven't told anyone. Like I've had a couple of you guys that were like, you haven't told anyone that you are on this journey. So going into the holidays, remember that you don't have to share it if you don't want to. Like the choice is yours. You don't owe anybody anything is the moral of this story. So that is it, and that's all when it comes to this. I was going to keep it short. No other real updates when it comes to being off Zepbound now. I guess, what is it, 5-6 weeks? I still feel pretty good. I don't feel like, any different than I did the last time I updated you guys last week. And I haven't been on the scale in a couple of days, so I don't know if I've gained anything, but I was still maintaining, which is good and great, and I'm thankful for that. But yeah, so just wanted to give you guys this update. I am thinking about, I know that most of you guys are here for my GLP-1 stories, but I'm thinking about doing Vlogmas this year, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically uploading a video, like a countdown to Christmas. So that would be starting on December 1st and ending, on Christmas Day, uploading a video, like a daily vlog on here. I'm like, should I do it on YouTube? Should I do it on Instagram? Definitely, I don't think I'm doing Instagram because I already post a lot on there, but I'm like, maybe just to get some more regular content out there, and so you guys can get to know me more outside of these updates, doing it on here or doing it on TikTok. So I'm betwixt the two. So let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. That is a huge undertaking. They would be very quick vlogs, let me tell you that, because uploading and editing a vlog on a daily basis, child, I've never done that in my life. So we gonna see what we gonna see, and if I choose to do it. But I would love to know if that's something that y'all would be interested in. And obviously if I do it, y'all would be coming with me throughout the day. So seeing what I eat, seeing what I drink, because I get those questions a lot. I'm not the best person when it comes to eating the best on a regular basis, but we gonna get into it and y'all gonna see the real deal. But that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you are new here and you haven't done so already, make sure that you like it. Hit that little like button. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you like this content, or if you are just interested in more about my life and you want to follow my journey and see more updates and videos on all those things. Definitely subscribe and tune in to the next one. And make sure y'all have an amazing, amazing Thanksgiving. All the things. Have a good one. Love y'all. Peace out. Peace out.